What's up, y'all? It's your boy, Pastor G. Man, today in our daily message, we're going to talk about the cure for our hurts that we have, how God can cure us of the hurts that we have. You know, life is full of all kind of hurts that come from different type of things when we get hurt. But the problem is when we get hurt, our responses are usually responses that get us in trouble, and they actually make matters worse. And they end up being basically the wrong thing to do. See, before we can look at God's cure, like what is the cure for our hurts then? We got to look at what are the things that we do? How do we just handle hurt, just us being humans on our own? What do we do? So there's a lot of things we know that we do, but I want to talk about the things that we are not to do. 5 things. We're going to do that all week long. We're going to talk about, we're going to unpack these each day. So let's do that. We're going to talk about when people hurt you, what are the things that you do not do, all right? So let's go ahead and start off for today talking about one thing that you do not do is you do not ignore your hurt when you're hurt. You don't, in other words, you don't pretend that it doesn't exist. You don't just hope it'll all go away and never address it. We often, as humans, we try to cope with our hurts by pretending it just doesn't exist. And there's several ways to do this. And let's look at that. There's 3 things I want to point out on how we do this when we ignore it. First thing is we have this thing called denial. Right? We just straight up deny. I don't have a problem. I'm not hurting. I mean, I'm good. What are you talking about? There ain't no pain in my heart and my emotions and my mind. I'm good. It's not a big deal. Or we'll minimize it and we'll say, it hurt, but just not that bad. That's the second thing we'll do. We'll say, it hurt, but it's a piece of cake. I'm good. I can handle this hurt. So some of us will acknowledge it, but then we'll say, it just didn't hurt that bad. I'm good. Or we'll just procrastinate. That's the third thing. We'll procrastinate in our responses to it. We postpone doing anything about that type of hurt or when we're hurt. We'll just get busy and busy and busy and hope it just goes away, and we procrastinate on even addressing it, and guess what? It just never gets healed. We're never healed. We just end up broken and hurt, and it makes things even worse. Here's some news that I have for you, all right? It's a big news flash. When you ignore hurt, it doesn't go away. It just doesn't. You ever felt like, well, let's talk about this real quick. I want to look at Psalms 39, this is in the Bible. It reads like this. It says, and this is one of our homie, David. I call him my homie. You know, it's a biblical character in the Bible. But my homie David, our homie David, in the Bible, he says this: I kept very quiet, but I became even more upset. I became very angry inside, and as I thought about it, my anger burned. You ever felt like that? Yes, I know you have. Me too. We're all in the same boat with David here in the Bible. Man, there's just been so many times where we all feel like that, but we keep putting things off, and they turn these minor problems, as they start off, they end up being major problems, big time problems, because we ignore it and it just doesn't go away. And we got to just chew on that for today, that when you ignore these things, it does not go away. And you keep putting these things off and off, they just get worse and worse. They don't get any better. In fact, they make you bitter, not better. But it's just like wounds. Wounds get infected and they spread when you don't deal with them, when you don't get the attention that they need and doctor them up. And you got to do this immediately. If you don't do this, man, you know as well as I do, that anger, that hurt, it just turns and spreads like cancer. I mean, it's a big deal. So you know what? Wherever you are today, man, I want you to know from Life Church Waco, Red Sea TV, hey, man, deal with that hurt. Don't ignore it. God loves you. Tomorrow we're going to talk about what else not to do. All right? Peace out.